Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show tonight. We've got a back-to-back game. We have Florida Gators against the Kansas Jayhawks. The number 3 Kansas Jayhawks coming into the game at 13-6. The number 10 Florida Gators at 11-3, 5-2 in conference.
You know, I ain't gonna lie. It's kind of crazy that Florida still made it in with having to go through Tennessee and Georgia and Ole Miss, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, can't forget Alabama on that schedule. Man.
All right, well, we are waiting on Kansas. And again, we're going to be, again, number 3 Kansas against Florida. Now, this is one where the game being in Miami, you would expect the underdog Gators to get a little bit of a home crowd boost, if you would think. I can't think that Kansas football would travel well.
No. Most likely not.
Yeah, not at all, actually.
Dude, I've been sitting over here talking the entire time, and I didn't realize the thing got muted. Yeah. Dude, I've been sitting over here talking the entire time, and I didn't realize the thing got muted.
Now you're on double.
Huh?
I heard him speak twice. We may have to turn down the audio for the game. And then we're going to send this.
Fireball, can you still hear me?
Yes, we can. All right, we're going to have another person in the booth. Yes, we can.
No crazy talk shit.
Am I heard?
Yes, sir.
All
We're going to have another person in the booth. We've got TJ, the coach of Miami, here with us.
Am I heard? What's up, Texas?
Yes, sir.
That damn Cotton Bowl in D2 was a good game. I wonder how this game's gonna go.
Yeah, That was a defense by Memphis with those picks, making a big difference in the game. That and they just controlled the clock.
Who do we got? We got Kansas versus Florida.
That we do.
What was the other game? Has it been played already?
I don't think so. Do we know who that is, Corey?
I do not, off the top of my head. I do not.
We'll find out here shortly because it'll have it up when the game starts.
Yes. Yes. Notre Dame versus Tennessee. They have played.
Who won? Like we're a little behind.
Yes. Notre Dame versus Tennessee. They have played.
Oh no, no, we knew
I
no.
know I did.
Tennessee won.
Was that in the semis?
Tennessee won.
All right, well, Florida, by the numbers, looks like they have a sizable advantage in this one.
I don't know, man. Kansas has got some stars over there. You got Devin Neal and running back. You got the quarterback Jalen Daniels. He's pretty good. They got some guys.
They do. They do. They got you don't get this far without having a reason.
I think Florida might be a little bit better up front.
Well, that's generally what you would expect from an SEC team in the first place.
Florida might be a little bit better up front. But as far as the skill guys go, I feel like it's going to come down to who can maintain possession of the football, who can make the most out of their possessions.
Exactly. Well, we've got a lot of blue on the field today. We've got Florida wearing all orange, taking on the all-white Jayhawks. At least this one isn't in the snow. That game, Louisville at home in the snow against UCLA was brutal. You couldn't see the UCLA defenders. The safeties were hidden in snow.
Yeah, we got to make a rule. Snow game, you got to wear a different color.
We're about to make that a rule for the playoffs. Like just in the playoffs, you have to wear no solid whites. Unless you're a team that doesn't have an option like Texas.
I mean, you can let Texas, if you got some options, let them wear their orange.
Mm-hmm. Well, here we go. We've got first down Gators from the 25. Nope, that is not TiVo. It's Mertz. Got 4 wide to start. And they're going to go ahead, hand off to number 1. Johnson Jr. with the carry gets 7.
Way to start off the game. Make it 2nd and 3. Let's see what Florida does here. Let's see if they use their field position right here to probably push the ball down the field. Let's see if they'll run the ball again on 2nd and 3.
Yep, they're just going to go for it. Hammer. Pick up the first down, keep marching. Montrell Johnson Jr., a senior out of Louisiana.
Last game, he rushed for 136 yards off of 24 attempts. He was a busy man last game.
Yeah, that was in the quarterfinals.
Third play of the game, Mertz at shotgun. Mertz is going to drop back.
Oh, wide open.
Outside. Aiden Mizell to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, that's what you want to start the game. Let's see what Kansas can do to counter.
Yeah, that was a quick strike touchdown right there on the third play of the game. 2 runs, first pass play. Mertz drops back and hits the fade route on the sideline to Mizell, the freshman.
Who knew? Who knew Florida would run the slot fade? There we go. 3 plays, 51 seconds.
You catch somebody in that cover 2 defense, you run that slot fade with a hitch route, and you get that corner hitched up early. It looks pretty nice out there. It's off to the races.
Mm-hmm.
You make a good read like that, and it's end zone.
Every time. Daniel's a senior out of California. Mertz actually coincidentally out of Kansas. You know he's hyped for this one.
Oh, yeah.
He already showed it.
High-powered backfield back there. Gonna hand it off. No, It's gonna be a play fake. He's gonna rear back. He's gonna throw it deep. It's gonna be
Ooh, danger.
Yeah, that was a rough one right there. I don't know if I would have thrown that.
Yeah, he threw it out though.
2nd and 10. Play action to start the game. Looking for a big shot here early, trying to respond to what Florida just did.
Double wideouts, double tight ends. Gonna hand it off.
Gonna hand it
Oh,
this time.
cut! Ooh.
Neal with a nifty move.
3rd and 2.
This veteran backfield with 2 seniors, with Neal and Daniels, they're very poised. They have a lot of experience together. Neal's been running this year. He's ran for 44 touchdowns. That's amazing. What a season.
You may cap 2,000 yards at the end of this one. Just over 100 yards short of that milestone.
Daniel's going to drop back. He's going to throw it short.
Yep.
To the sticks. What a nice play right there. Just getting what they need to get the first down and move the sticks here.
Gets them to 4,300 yards on the season. 44 touchdowns as well. This, as we said, this Kansas offense is high-powered. Winning the Big 12.
Motion out of the backfield with the shuffle.
And this Big 12 is loaded here in select talent. That also had the likes of Oklahoma, Texas, and Texas A&M. So they didn't beat up on anybody. Kansas earned this. Again, those of you who aren't familiar with select talent, the Division I is where we took the top 32 teams and let them have at it. So everyone here is battle tested. This is our semifinal. These teams are rearing to go. That's another first down for Kansas. They got the ball at the 48.
Kansas going to come out in the F-Twins over formation.
Yep.
A lot of cross action out of this you'll normally see. They're going to have the motion by the receiver. You're going to see
Got
the
him on the
cross.
screen. Oh, he needed to pick up one block.
They were close.
2nd and 10, no gain on the play. 14 breaking that up.
Jordan Castell coming down from his safety position.
Yeah, again, one block and then they had nothing but daylight. Kansas ball, 2nd and 10.
Shuffle motion out of the backfield. Daniel's going to roll to the right, looking for a man. He finds one. He spots him. He has Casey, his big tight end.
Yep, that's another pickup for another first down. Kansas driving to the 19.
Daniel's very efficient on the year, 76% completions. That's amazing.
You're going to see the differences in the... If we see that stat pull up again, you're going to see that Florida throws it less. Not as high a percentage, but they get a lot of chunk plays out of those receivers. Just difference in mindset. Again, Kansas is going to nibble and dime and then just wind up in the end zone. Oh, fumble!
We were covered by UF. A big turnover in the first quarter of this game. Here with 3:53 to go.
That was what was the difference in the previous semifinal we just watched. Turnovers by Virginia Tech has them sitting at home with Memphis picking up the dub.
Here, everybody's here for a reason, and if you turn that ball over, it always ends up being crucial.
Plus, it's a neutral site game, but Florida couldn't have asked for a better location, being here at the Orange Bowl in Miami. Johnson picking up 6.
Johnson having an amazing senior season. He came here from Where did Johnson come from again? I know where he came from. He was a transfer. He came in from the Sun Belt to play SEC
Yeah, we
ball.
got a
and
flag on the
that's
play.
gonna be
That looks like
holding
hold.
call. We're
Yep.
coming back. What looked like amazing blocking turns into be holding.
10 yards. Also, the only undefeated team left in select talent in Division One is Tennessee. They've got Ohio State, where that game's still to be planned out.
That should be a good game.
Back to pass. He's hit as he throws. That's incomplete. 3rd and 13. So that
He
was
was
a
looking for
big
that
holding
slot
call.
again.
Actually, Tennessee's in the natty already.
Already? Okay, it just didn't show up.
Yeah, they ended up playing me. There was a sim mess up, and they ended up playing me. So, and they won. They're the real deal.
There we go.
I'm picked off.
44. That makes up for the fumble. We're back on pace.
Right?
Kansas
And just
ball at
kinda
the
threw it.
21. Oh, there's another
It's
flag
gonna
on the
be illegal
play.
contact with Kansas, and that's just plays like that. They hurt you. You think you have the momentum swing, and then it comes back to bite you in the butt with a pick like that, and then an illegal contact. Just not smart football. Mertz gets a do-over after the illegal contact. 1st and 10. New set of downs.
Oh, that was tough. And Florida immediately going to capitalize. Number 8, he breaks up.
Gonna hit a big time.
You're breaking up, TJ.
I really Sportingham will pick up the first down. Oh, that's his first catch on the day. He's normally a pretty high.
All right, 2nd and 13.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep. You're good.
They're playing in a 4-front against a 5 wide. He's dropping back. They're only sending 3 pressure. Mertz has all day. Mertz is going to sling it.
Nope. Third and 13.
Quick screen outside to Mizell, who scored the touchdown earlier. He's going to get big yards.
Mertz over 100. Big penalty.
Yeah, big illegal contact. It came back to hurt him. Florida's driving Johnson, the workhorse, carrying the ball.
5 carries for 26. Already here in the first quarter.
Last year was a running back by committee, sharing touches with ETN. After ETN transferred to Georgia, he really took over. Trap play, going to be shut down.
Dylan Brooks with the stop, the junior out of Alabama.
Came apart against that pull block, and he really played tough football right there. That's what you need on that edge right there sometimes. You need guys that make plays in these big games. If you don't have guys that make plays, then you're out of luck here. Zig route, Boardingham.
Just got enough to get the completion. 1st and goal from the 8.
Reliable target. Johnson gonna hit the pay dirt. Touchdown Gators.
There we go. It really is feeling great to be a Gator right now. 14-0.
Albert Gator chomping. 8 plays, 2 minutes and 36 seconds, and that'll put them up 14-0 in this first quarter.
That's a little off because they did have that play called back too.
Yeah, they took a lot of time there, actually.
Well, let's see what Kansas can do.
I believe we're going to see some pretty good offense here from Kansas this drive.
Yeah, they were driving last time before the fumble. Get turnovers and points off turnovers.
Play action. Daniel's going to roll out to his right.
You got a couple options.
Oh, my. That's just dropped. I don't know there. Daniel says it's his bad, but I think his receiver needs to go put some stickum on his gloves.
Yeah.
That's bad.
There's not much you can say about that. That hit him right in the belly.
Bad spot, I guess.
Sometimes the lights are bright, and some people fade. But we're going to go with the handoff to number 4. He breaks a tackle with the juke. He's going to pick up a big chunk of yards. Call it 17. First and 10 from the 43.
Light. That is one man who does not seem to care about the lights tonight. It looks like he is ready to be a workhorse tonight for his football team.
3 for 29.
Coach is going to go empty here.
Again, Daniels can run.
Quick out.
Take what you can get. 2nd and 2. Got a lot of options here.
On 2nd and 2 in the football world, you normally hear take a shot, stretch the field, pick it up on 3rd and 2. But sometimes you just see people play it safe and they'll pick up that first down and keep the chains moving.
Well, you got a home run hitter like this, too.
You're going to go inside zone here.
Just got enough. We got 15 seconds left here in the first. Daniels back. Swing pass. He's going to pick up about 5. 2nd and 5. Daniels 6 of 9 with a big fumble, though.
And the quarter, it'll be 14-0 with Florida leading your Jayhawks. Pooped out on their last drive with a...
Oh, there you go.
Jayhawks have a crucial turn to be optimistic about. Just turnover. Yeah, sticking to them. They're a play football team using the action to draw down the line because they have such a good running back, and I agree with the philosophy. Daniel sensing pressure. Daniel's going to be brought down hard. A loss of 9 on 1st down. They just pulled up the reception board, and I can see Georgia ETN with 121 catches. What's going on? Really getting them involved in the screen game, I must say.
That one hurts. 3rd and 29.
Sacked 2 plays in a row here. Loss of 9, then a loss of 10. That really hurts. You're trying to knock on this door here and change the game around for yourself if you're Kansas. And you got Florida here, 3rd and 29. They're going to go 3 deep. Running back screen. He's got space. He's going to make them pay.
You almost got to kick it here, get the points, get something on the board.
Do you?
I mean, they're going to.
This goes into the head of a football team, and Kansas is going to settle here.
Might not have been.
This is why I say, do you?
Might not have been the best decision, but we were seeing eye to eye.
That's why I say, do you here? Because sometimes those field goals, man, this ain't the NFL. These kickers, they're young. They might have stayed up partying the night before. They don't expect to be used too much, especially not to kick a 40-plus yard field goal. And here he is. Florida's ball again, 14-0. You still have no points. Now you got to see that man again, Montrell Johnson. He's going to hit the middle of the field. Kansas defense has had no answer up front for Johnson in this Florida front. This front five of the Gators is working hard tonight.
Yes, sir.
Dropping back, he sees across the middle.
Also, a quick fact. Given all the national championships in basketball between these two teams, they've never met in March Madness.
Really?
Yeah. Overall, Kansas is
So it
4
happened
and
in
two. Overall, Kansas is 4-2 in basketball, with the first meeting in '94, last being in 2014.
I wonder why it's been so long. Almost a 10-year gap since a basketball game.
They also have never played in football.
That's crazy. Like talent making history in the playoffs.
Yes, sir. Speaking of select talent, one of our original members has punched his ticket into the championship game. Real Nate Barnhart picking up the win with Memphis. He's going to go face Slee in Colorado in the championship game. Time to be determined.
Colorado is a high-powered team with Shador and Travis Hunter as the face of it. You have your hands full in that championship game if you're Memphis.
Let's just say this game isn't going to match that score. That's all we're going to say about that. And a halfback direct, 13, plows over a guy.
Goodness.
Uh-oh. Grown man alert, touchdown, Florida. Jordan
That him saying, I play SEC football. That right there is a good on Sunday run. No left, no right. It's north and south. Getting behind those pads, and they're in the end zone. And it's 21-0 here in the second quarter.
SEC versus Big 12.
Kansas coming in as a 3 seed. Florida looking to pull an upset here tonight.
Florida having to work to get here, too. Already with 2 wins in the playoffs.
You love to see this right now if you're the Gator fans. Select talent might be the only time it's good to be a Gator fan. Orbit motion. A little bit of cross action on the wheel route. He's going to find Neal. Just overshot him.
Yeah, that was a shot they needed.
I love the play call. Play call was beautiful.
I just think he's a little rattled after that fumble earlier. Again, Florida got here by beating Texas Tech in the 10-7 game, and then also is coming off an upset of number 2 Utah. Again, the winner gets Tennessee.
When the playoffs expanded to 12, we knew there'd be chances for people to make some shaking. And Florida doing it, coming in as a 10 seed.
I can't wait to see what it'll look like this year. I can see that same thing happening. Oh, that was risky. 4th and 11, and he took a shot.
When you're Daniels here, it's 4th and 11. You're down 21-0. You're gonna punt here, and you're gonna trust your defense, and you're gonna trust that there's a second half of football. But you must do something now.
Yeah.
If you don't do anything now, this could go an ugly one.
Offense isn't doing much. Defense isn't helping you. Special teams has already choked once.
Yeah, only 8 rushing yards on the night. It's been a rough game for Kansas.
That's one of the things in sports psychology. It's always best to play with the lead, especially when
Oh
you're
yeah,
down
when you're playing
21.
lead,
You're like you just start to see it every time you look at the score. You see it. I almost put blinders over, tape over the scoreboard and go. Just give me the down distance and time. Speaking of time, we were just under 3 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Florida out in the empty set again.
Didn't pick up
Florida
much.
really loving that shock play, that slot fade action off of the hitches in the front. They're really liking that. I really see
It's
that's a go-to.
it's their calling card at this point. It's like the Lombardi Packers with that sweep right. You know it's coming. We're gonna run it. You got to stop it. Another completion.
Zig route in a tight window. Really thought Kobe Bryant would step up and make a play there, but he did not answer.
They're gonna get one. Nope, we're not going to. Oh, one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Jet sweep. He's going to cut it up the middle. He's going
Fumble!
to fumble.
What was the call? Did they not call that? Yeah, we gotta talk. Nope, they called him down by contact.
Wow.
It looked like a fumble.
If you're Kansas right now, you're punching the air because you thought you just changed this game.
Mm-hmm. 2nd and 6.
For the second time tonight, you thought you made a GCP, a game-changing play, and it comes to bite you in the butt. And there's nothing there for you. They're going to go screen to the receiver. They're going to get a pancake out there.
Yeah, their coach is about to lose his paycheck
Or
when he
they hit.
goes in the post game talking about that legal contact earlier. I just set the tone. Deflated Kansas. You can almost see it. But we got 3rd
Plays
and
like
1.
that, you try to forget. It's hard. Johnson running tough again.
Got stood up this time. Well, we got 1st and goal from the 3.
Got a heavy package here by the Gators. Indicating the run. They're going to go inside zone. He's going to run it up the middle. He's going to be met in the backfield.
Oh, they need a little bit more of that. 50 seconds left. Ford's probably just going to take some time.
Garrett on the tackle. 3 tackles for loss on the night. Playing some big boy ball up front. Big 2nd and goal play right here. Mertz is going to roll. Mertz has room. He's got it. He's in.
Touchdown Gators!
The Gators are going to push this first half lead to 28 to donut if they hit this field goal right here. And if you're Kansas, you got some adjustments to make at halftime. Really
Kansas
taking
is not looking on the same plane.
Maybe it's the travel wearing off on Kansas.
I mean, the all-white would have worked in the snow, but... Well, let's see. What do you got with 28 seconds? You got to go.
Do you try to go here or do you kneel in
go.
and
You got to go.
You got to go.
You gotta
3
go.
timeouts, 28 seconds.
You didn't use them on defense, so you got to go. There we go.
Hit him up in the middle of the field there.
T.O.?
Florida ripping at the ball. Still playing aggressive defense.
Kansas with only 8 yards rushing, and they're not going to run it probably again.
Yeah, the run game is out of the question, but they're going to call a halfback screen here.
He got out of bounds, though.
Still finding ways to get Devin Neal the ball as you have to because he's just a playmaker.
He's your guy.
Yeah, it just sucks when your guys took out of contention like this and it's 28-0 and you got to see the ball in the air. He's going to throw it to Neal again on the sideline. Neal's going to be thrown out of bounds hard. Gain of nothing.
Again, grown man alert.
This Florida team is just playing tougher tonight than Kansas.
It's amazing you can see that in a video game, but it's showing up. Timeout, Kansas. They have 1 left. You got 6 seconds left. I mean, he's already shanked one from here. That's a 51-yarder. Well, they're going to see what they can do. They get the timeout before the clock expires. This one
You go
from
for the
46.
field goal here, it just feels really conservative and it feels like you're just do it.
Well, he got the goose egg off, but at the half.
Really for what now? Still a 4 possession.
At the half, 28-3 Florida. Kansas does get in a little game of make it, take it. Uh-oh.
Kansas hoping that second into a new football. They almost seen the light of day right there.
We've seen a fair number of kick returns in select talent already. Again, season 2, gonna get even better.
Me last night, I thought I was thought I was turning the game over, and no, boom! I got hit across the head, kick return, touchdown, 100 yards.
Ooh.
I just want to say that will be the highest scoring game in select talent history forever.
It probably will. With a combined 182.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Well, it's 3rd and inches for Kansas. I mean, they're really only a couple plays out, but they need them all to happen. And they need it to happen now.
Yeah, they say you don't win a football play in one game, but Kansas is trying to figure out some way how to. You don't win them all in one play, but they want to right now. They're trying to figure it out.
Yeah, but they need to score in 8, not 12. And they need 6s, not 3s. And that's not going to help their cause. Loss of 14 on the sack. That's the same as taking intentional grounding. $14 yards and a loss of down. 2nd and 24. Florida's going to push him back. Got that over the middle. They're going to get most of that back, but it's still 3rd and 12.
Daniels missed a man there, and he was streaking.
Got 3rd and 12.
He was off to the party land.
Pressure got to him. He's going to eat grass, and it's going to be 4th and 12.
You got to go for it here for Kansas. Every possession matters. Trying to call your best play right here. 4th and 12 empty. Daniel's dropping back. Daniel sees a man. He
Got
throw
it.
Big 4th down catch by the running back, Devin Neal. As we said, probably won't see him have the ball too much more on the ground this game, but you have to find a way to get him the ball as he is a playmaker on your offense.
Here we go. There we go. Gets his shot. Touchdown, Kansas. Found some space behind the defense.
Kansas will not go down without a fight. Luke Grimm on the touchdown catch. 2 catches today for 44 yards and a touchdown. He's not having himself a bad day right now, but his team definitely is. Find a way to respond.
That's not ice in his veins. That's haterade. He's trying to cut down on that lead. Kansas defense has to show up now. Something they haven't been able to do is to stop Florida. Without the yellow hankies on the field.
Florida has been dominant tonight.
That's all we can say. 5 minutes to go in the third. Mertz back.
Going to get a push motion out of the backfield. Johnson to the right. They're going to throw across the field. Off.
Ooh, that would have been 6.
That was almost the tide changing for the Jayhawks right there. Plays like that, you want them. You need them in games like this, in moments like this.
18 points feels a long way away. 2nd and 10. Mertz changing it up. He's going to drop back. Oh, no. Busted coverage.
And they're going to shock their way into the end zone again. Eugene Wilson, Florida, touchdown.
It's looking like we're going to see a lot of orange in the title fight here in D1. Again, Florida looks like they're on their way to face Tennessee.
Yeah, about 13 minutes left of football here to figure this out here to see who will play Tennessee, and it looks like Florida is in control here. They're in the driver's seat.
I mean, Kansas hasn't been able to stop that offense.
We'll see if Kansas can get out of the car seat and the back seat and try to drive this vehicle, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like Florida's in control. They've looked dominant tonight. They look like a team on a mission to prove a point.
Brings it out to, again, about the 25.
Oh, this is a D1 stream, but I'd just like to bring everybody to the fact in D2 that Miami went to the group of 4 and finished. We almost finished. And we have the 2nd best user class in the nation. We're coming back for revenge.
That's going nowhere. Daniel's a little slow to get up.
Shooting.
He's taking a couple shots. That one in the end zone earlier. He set him back a bit. Let's go 2nd and 10. Oh,
It's going to be looking deep. He's
going
to overshoot.
Little
right there.
The adrenaline pops open when you find a guy that wide. Just couldn't complete the pass.
You need those.
Just need a little more air. 3rd and 10, they're going to run it up the gut, try to catch him off guard, but they only pick up 3, 7 short. 4th and 7 from the 27. At this point, you almost have to go for it. Your defense hasn't stopped them, so field position wouldn't matter as much. You just gotta score.
Yeah, you got to figure out something here, and you got to figure it out fast. On 3rd and 10, I don't know if running the ball is the smartest thing to do. Maybe trying to catch them off guard, but you got to go. As you've said, everything counts here. You got to go. Every play.
Yeah, they're up against the wall. Here we go. 4th and 7. Got pressure. Incomplete. First down, Florida. We might as well put a bow on this one. Gators up by 25. Just over halfway done with the third quarter. And they're having their way with Kansas right now.
Yeah, this one's going to get ugly. We checked in with the Kansas coach at halftime, and he said, and I quote, "These motherfuckers must have went out on South Beach last night." Kansas coach is not happy with the play that he's seen tonight. Players were here for the time of enjoyment and not here to play football, and coach is not feeling that.
Instead of stopping Tyreek Hill on the way to this stadium, maybe they should have been on the lookout for a Gator attack.
Or a Jayhawk freaking burger, a Jayhawk mug. The Jayhawks are getting mugged right now everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
It's just getting dominated. Look at it.
They look bigger. They look stronger. They got control of the clock. They're running that down now,
Wonder
too.
if we get lag away playtime here tonight. Pancakes all over the field, syrup everywhere.
They called forward progress, and he still gained a couple after that. The refs are trying to take it easy on Kansas, too. 3rd and 3.
We'll see ball hands again for the second time tonight. If you remember the big truck stick he put on earlier,
Well,
he won't get one there. It'll be 4th and 5. Kansas standing up for themselves one time tonight out of a couple.
I think this is their
And
first,
Porto rub
first,
salt in the
time
wound.
first time they kept him from getting sieve. So it's now 38 to 10. Florida back up by 4 touchdowns.
On paper, Florida was the better team, and Florida is showing that they are the better team here.
I made that comment before the game started.
Better team.
Just better. They're going to fake that. There's a flag on the play.
I think we're going to get a little bit of illegal contact. Kansas going to declare, well, holding. Damn.
Ooh. I think they got the Florida refs on
What a
this
night.
one.
Yeah, these refs live in Gainesville. Kansas
After first,
wondering enough.
I mean, we brought it up at the beginning of the broadcast. It's a home game for the Gators, essentially. And I don't think Kansas is going to travel that well. And I'd be surprised if there are any Kansas fans in the state. Oh.
It's a fumble and it's a safety.
All right, well, gentlemen, we have 7 minutes left. I'm going to go ahead and we'll let it play out. But, Molly, you've got it from here. This one is over.
Gonna have to pull into the 4th quarter blowout material.
Oh, that's bad.
Florida here with the command lead.
Checking the chat, we have the coach from Memphis checking in. And, well, evidently this is the Kansas players really did enjoy their time out in South Beach last night. Should probably have checked on that curfew.
Johnson up the middle. Johnson's gonna freaking pour it on here. Touchdown, Gators. Go Gator. 20 rushes, 130 yards for 2 touchdowns. Montrell Johnson, have yourself a day, kid.
Well, there's not many words left to say. We got the... Well, let's see.
If you're trying to get out of here with a little bit of pride and maybe put some points up on the board to go into next proud about. Maybe you raise your senior quarterback's draft stock and your running back's draft stock here late in the game, hopefully, but very much left to play for. We could talk about pride, but I would ask you, where has it been the last 3 quarters? Devin Neal showing his pride, showing he's not going down without a fight. You hate to see senior seasons end like this, but all of them must come to an end at some point. And not everybody gets the Cinderella story, but Devin Neal has had a heck of a career, a heck of a one season here in Select Talent Division I. Not often you see Kansas in the college football playoffs, especially not as a 3 seed, as a first-round bye team. Devin Neal going to be brought down hard in the backfield by R.J. Moten, the senior out of New Jersey.
Well, again, going over some history in the making with the game between Florida and Tennessee. We're just going to go ahead and call this one for the Gators, as we have a 3rd and 4 with the first down pass. This will be, Florida comes in with 3 national titles. They've got one in 1996, 2006, and 2008. Tennessee coming into the game with several claimed national titles. One in 38, one in 1940, 50, 51, 67, and 1998. It's been a while since Peyton Manning, but we're going to have a good old fight between these 2 teams coming up.
Yeah, you love to see it. For the first time, Florida Gators getting back to the championship since Urban Meyer making history. Looking to add another little trophy there to show their new recruits. Bringing Devin Neal hard, bringing him down hard here in the second half. Devin Neal, if I was him, I'd be asking Coach to take me out and let me prepare for the draft.
So Tennessee versus Florida. Tennessee has 21 wins over Florida all time, with the Gators winning 32 in their 53 matchups. This excludes what we have in Select Talent. Again, longest, let's see what they look like. Of recent history, Florida has pretty much had their way, winning all but 2 since 2005. Well, minute 15 left. Tick-tock goes the clock. Kansas with a little bit of rebuilding, a pretty heavy senior class, especially in that backfield. We'll see what they can do next season against the likes of Texas A&M, Oklahoma State. Kansas State made a little bit of a push there late. And again, Florida is what Florida is. SEC was a battlefield, and this in Select Talent, they actually got an extra team in due to a clerical error, we'll say it, with Alabama getting in as well. But the SEC well represented here in the final with, again, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, and Florida. Tennessee is going into this game coming up with a record of 15-0.
Looking to finish off the perfect season. Daniel's going to rear back one more time in this game. It'll be incomplete.
That's c'est la vie. Your Gators winning 47-10. We will have a time for these championship games. We're probably going to run them on different nights. And with that, I hope everyone has a great evening. We'll catch you soon. And again, congratulations to both the Gators
Florida to the
and
Natty,
the Tigers.
baby.
And we'll catch you in the Natty.